Hearts are heavy in Rockdale County this morning as a fatal accident claims the life of a sheriff's deputy.
And at least 3 lives lost after an overnight crash in DeKalb County. We're learning more in a live report.
Good Thursday morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Sharon Lawson. Another warm day in store for us. Let's head over to Joanne Feldman in the Fox 5 Storm Center for a check of the forecast. And we're going to see the clouds probably starting to build up a little bit later on.
Too.
Oh, don't even say that.
You know what? I was trying to avoid even bringing that up, but yeah, the fact of the matter is the clouds increase a bit, maybe the mugginess too. But later today, at earliest, I think we're going to get through a lot of this day with plenty of sunshine, and so that means the warm up is going to happen fast. 66 right now in Atlanta, fewer 50s, and still trouble with that automated weather station in LaGrange. It is not 2 degrees. More likely, it's in the upper 50s to near 60 there right now. Here's what happens for the rest of today. We're going to keep warming up until we reach 76 at noon. Should be on track for low 80s again. It will be breezy. We'll have a little more cloudiness late in the day, but the biggest increase in clouds will come overnight, and that's as this weather system is rolling in from the east. It will result in a chance of rain starting tomorrow, and I'll break that down for you and how that might impact your weekend coming up in a few minutes. Natalie?
Joanne, thank you. We've got our DOT camera. We've got a crash on the top end perimeter. This is westbound right before Riverside Drive. It is blocking that far left lane there. So a major impact to your ride. We're seeing some delays and actually on the eastbound side as well. So just give yourself some extra time there. And we do have a camera up over the Grady Curve as you're traveling on the downtown connector, the northbound side, about 19 minutes, that right hand side from Langford Parkway to the Brookwood interchange. And also checking in on the big 3 as you head in on the major interstate, seeing some slow rides out of Alpharetta and Gwinnett, 400 from Old Milton, 85 from Highway 316, about 26 to 27 minutes to travel southbound to 285. In DeKalb County this morning, several people were killed in an early morning wreck on I-20, and the crash tied up traffic for most of the morning. Good Day's Lindsay Tuman is live there. She's been following this all morning long. Lindsay, what can you tell us?
And Natalie, that traffic cleared up about half an hour ago, and we also got new details from DeKalb County Police within the last 20 minutes or so. Now, police tell us that at least 3 people died in that crash. At least 1 person has critical injuries, 3 others with minor injuries. Investigators say that they got the call around 2:44 this morning for that accident. They say the preliminary investigation showed that one of the vehicles had some kind of mechanical issue. People inside that car got out, were trying to push it off the roadway when that crash happened, killing 3 people. Police are still investigating the crash. They are not releasing the names of anyone involved at this time. They also aren't releasing if there are any potential charges coming from this case. Again, we're still very early into that investigation, but we do know that traffic now back open here on I-20 after it was shut down for 4.5 hours. As we continue to learn more about this developing story, we'll update you on air and online. Reporting live in DeKalb County, I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Now, breaking out of Cobb County, a man has barricaded himself inside an apartment in Marietta. Authorities say a man broke into the unit at Taylor Apartments on Belmead Drive. Residents were able to get out safely. The SWAT team is currently on the scene, working to get the man to come outside of the apartment peacefully. They've been negotiating with him for more than 3 hours now, and we do have a crew en route to the scene right now.
Developing overnight, 3 teenagers are dead, 2 injured after a deadly crash in Henry County. The crash happened along Oak Grove Road and Oak Grove Circle. Officials say all the teens are students at Eagles Landing High School. Good Day's Brooke Zahner is live outside the high school with more on this. Brooke, good morning.
Good morning to both of you, and this is certainly just a real tragedy here, and we're learning, and we just learned from Henry County Police earlier this morning that this was a single vehicle crash that happened around 3:15 Wednesday afternoon. Not clear right now exactly what caused that crash, but as you can imagine, this is going to be a very tough day for students and staff here at Eagles Landing High School. Tragedy in Henry County. Officials confirm 5 Eagles Landing High School students were involved in a deadly crash Wednesday afternoon. School officials say 3 teens were killed in that crash and 2 others were taken to the hospital with injuries. Henry County Fire and police responded to the deadly crash on Oak Grove Road and Oak Grove Circle, which is just minutes away from the high school. It's not clear right now what led up to that crash. Fox 5 talked to one Eagles Landing student who knew some of the victims. He says there were 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior in the car on Wednesday. Henry County school officials released a statement about the tragedy saying, quote, "We are saddened to confirm the tragic passing of 3 of our Eagles Landing High School students this afternoon in a car accident. Our condolences go out to these students' families during this extremely difficult time. We will have crisis response teams consisting of counselors and social workers on campus to support any staff members or students who need to speak with someone. We ask that everyone keep these families and the school community close in your thoughts." And Henry County Police have yet to release the victims' identities at this point, but they did confirm that the ages of the victims range from 15 to 17 years old. Students just beginning to show up here for the school day, many of them wearing white and blue. They've been asked to do that to honor the victims. We know there's also going to be some sort of vigil happening later today, so certainly more to come on this developing story. That's the latest here in Henry County. I'm Brooke Zahner for Good Day Atlanta.
Such a tragic story, Brooke. Thank you. Well, this morning, the Rockdale County Sheriff's Department is asking for prayers after a deputy was hit and killed last night. Deputy Walter Jenkins was directing traffic on Highway 138 at Highway 212 when he was hit. It happened shortly after 9:30. This is a video of sheriff's deputies leaving Grady Memorial Hospital, escorting Jenkins back to Rockdale County. The Sheriff's Department says that the driver did remain on the scene and Georgia State Patrol is investigating. Today, the NTSB will be on the scene of a plane crash in Athens. The FAA says a single-engine plane crashed last night near Athens Ben Epps Airport. Officials tell us the pilot was the only person on board. Federal agents say the pilot reported engine problems before the plane went down.
The Atlanta City Council could pass a new strict enforcement law targeting nuisance clubs and other properties in the city. A majority of council members have already expressed support for the measure. The tough approach, however, seems to have changed after club owners made a challenge directly to the city council. Some are now saying they may need more time to go over the details. The city council says the measure is only intended to target venues with a criminal history. Now to a news alert out of Gwinnett County.
Yeah, police want to find 2 men accused of stealing more than $30,000 worth of jewelry. Investigators say Mario Pittman and Jason Warren went to the Jewelry Box outlet. That's at Sugarloaf Mills Mall. They asked an employee if they could try on several diamond and gold bracelets.
Moments later, the men took off running. Authorities say they've also linked them to a jewelry theft at a Status Jewels kiosk at the same mall. The two are believed to be in a black BMW SUV with Georgia tag CMI 1394.
In Marietta, police want to find the people behind several burglaries in high-end neighborhoods. Officers say the crooks have stolen tens of thousands of dollars in jewelry, cash, and even guns. Detectives tell us the thieves have targeted at least 8 houses since December.
This is a very sophisticated crew that is operating together to pull off these heists. This fits a scenario of individuals who are communicating and coordinating and creating a plan.
Police say they've coordinated with Cobb County Police and other agencies to step up patrols. Investigators also want to figure out if the same people are responsible for the break-ins.
8:08 is now the time. Coming up on Good Day Atlanta, Good Samaritans spring into action to help a driver in distress, and their speedy reaction was all caught on camera. Also ahead,
the Supreme Court justices return to work today, and they may face more protests. I'm Doug Luzader in Washington. We'll have more on that coming up.
And on this Thursday morning, we're tracking one more very pleasant, comfortable day, but some changes will carry us into the weekend, including a chance of rain. I'll map it out for you coming up.